It's like this never ending thought process that
Yeah.
you engage with through your materials and process. So, but I want to go and talk about that the negative space that we're looking at here and the idea of that negative space, that sort of nothingness, and talk about it in relation to your other work. And let me see if I can find, we see this sort of shadow figure in the middle of this street on the left. We see the shadow figure in our story on the right. This is from 2015, 2017. But we also see it in Fraction. This figure in Fraction in 2019. You're working with it. But when I look at this collage again and I look at all of the details, that shape reappears again
Yep.
in City Girl in 2020, right?
Yep.
Um, so, Candy, tell us about this process and how the same sort of shape, we could say, oh, a similar shape or a similar reference to a figure, how you sort of appropriate it from earlier work and transform it in terms of meaning, form. This is a standalone piece, I think, rather that it's literally not a square, it's a cutout. You use the shape itself as the matrix for the shape of your matrix. And then the city comes in again, and this is Miami, Candy. This is
Correct. Miami,
this
Miami. I
is,
can't
this
like
is
lie about
my
this one.
this is
So,
Miami. So talk a little bit about shadow and shape and form and body, and how you sort of redeploy it and what it might mean from place to place as you move through.
you'll notice that I have a lot of females, or the identity of female, what a female stands for within my works. Obviously, I'm
Mhm.
Afro-Caribbean female, so it's a way of me connecting to myself. So this silhouette, which is what I tell my students all the time: don't throw away your stuff, because you never know when you might need it again. Something might fall in the studio, and all of a sudden, oh snap, that could be a piece on its own, or it'll trigger another piece. Like, it's
Mhm.
important to keep even what you think is garbage,
Mhm.
because it might come back. So this was one of those where I was like, oh, I like the silhouette when I cut it out of the print, because I also am a printmaker,
Mhm.
which I'm constantly like cutting and collaging. Um, and collage work became really important to me when I was pregnant with my first child, because I needed to work smaller, right? So this piece is actually, I think it's 14 by 11.